Hello, dear students. So I've given you a bunch of theories. I've given you a bunch of theories कि ऐसे life evolve हुई होगी, ऐसे life evolve हुई होगी. We have also seen that which theories have proved correct. All right. हमने देखा है कि कैसे controversies हुई, कैसे theories हुई. All right. Now, how do we have these theories? Or where is the proof? We need some proof कि ये theories कैसे बनी है. All right. How have these theories come along? How has one been superior to the other? So these theories have come from some proof, okay, some evidence of evolution. Today we are going to see this evidence of evolution. All right, this evidence of evolution comes from all these sources. We have got evidence of evolution from all these sources. The first one is the paleontological evidence. It is the study of fossils. In this lecture, we will be dealing in detail about this paleontological evidence. It is the study of fossils over long millions years ago till today. It is the study of the Earth's crust, the fossils which have deposited over long million years ago. So it is called paleontology. That is a paleontological evidence. वो study करके हमको पता चलता है कि okay, so many million years ago also these forms of life existed which are extinct now. All right. Second is the embryological evidence. If we see the embryological development of all living forms, we see certain similarities. We see certain similarities which again give us some evidence that all life forms are originating from one ancestral stock. कुछ तो ancestral material है जिससे सब evolve हुए होंगे. All right. Third is the anatomy and morphology. Again, when we see our hands, our legs, they are anatomically and morphologically similar. The bones inside are anatomically similar to many other living forms. So again, this is giving us an evidence. This is giving us a source. It is giving us a proof that okay, all these organisms might have originated from one single ancestor. Next is the molecular and biochemical evidence. Are the proteins inside our body, the enzymes inside our body, the ATP, the cell, the mechanism by which the cell works, the enzymatic reactions which we have in our body are very much similar in other organisms also. Okay, so this also gives us a molecular evidence, it gives us a biochemical evidence कि सबकी बॉडी अगर बायोकेमिकली इन्हीं चीजों से बनी हुई है. ATP is the source of energy in all the living forms. So again, that is an evidence that we all are coming from some common point. There is some common point through which we are coming. Okay. Next is the biogeographic distribution. We have spoken of endemic species in the chapter of biodiversity. Endemic species will be those species which are limited only to a particular area. ऐसा क्यों होता है? Why those species are not found over here? Examples are kangaroos का. They will be found only in Australia. Why not here? So biogeographic distribution is also giving us an evidence कि उनके ancestors और वो species एक ही area में present है. There is a biogeographical distribution and evolution is supporting it. All right. Next, genetic changes through generations. There are various genetic changes through various generations. All right. We have been evolving for the betterment. All these evidence of evolution do support that everything which is evolving for a betterment. Means हमें हमेशा higher characteristic वाली species ही मिली है evolve होके. We have never gone reverse life. From apes to today, I who am standing over here, we have always evolved for betterment. And maybe in the future, we will be evolving more for betterment. So humans say we will be having superhumans very soon. All right. And also through natural selection. We've seen natural selection in detail. So nature is also supporting evolution. Nature is selecting जो उस समय वहां रह सकता है. The one who is fit to reproduce is going to stay in that environment at that time. The other one will go on becoming extinct. Means नया species आता जाएगा, पुराना extinct होता जाएगा, and this is a process which is taking millions and millions of years, and it is not stopped. it is still continuing. Nature is also selecting. We have seen this with the example of melanism in moths also. Industrial revolution के पहले white moths were selected by nature. As soon as industrial revolution started, the environment changed and black moths were selected by nature. So population of the black moths grew, the white moths reduced. Okay, eventually white moths का number इतना कम होता जाएगा that they will go towards extinction. So nature is also selecting. So all of you, all these evidences of evolution in your notebook, just write down the points. Paleontological evidence, embryological evidence, then anatomy and morphology, molecular and biochemistry evidence, then biogeographic distribution, then genetic changes and natural selection. So the study of ancient life on Earth, okay, which is studying the fossil remains with the help of the fossils is called paleontology. Important MCQ. Paleontology is the study of ancient life forms on Earth with the help of fossils. What are these fossils now? Dead remains of whatever was living on Earth. Okay, जब से life start हुई है, organisms were living. The organisms which were living will also die. We have discussed that whichever organism has taken birth has to die one day. Organisms, all organisms are mortal. ये हमने reproduction में भी discuss किया है about mortality of organisms. There has to be one lifespan. So whichever organisms are dying, their dead decayed matter is going to come on the crust below, is going to come and deposit below. It is going to form a fossil. So the dead remains of plants, animals, microorganisms, other organisms which have lived in the past are deposited in the earth's crust. धीरे धीरे deposition होता जाता है. Remember decomposition? Everything that has died are going to be decomposed. They are going to come to the soil. नीचे deposit होने वाले हैं धरती पर, हमारी जमीन पर. All right. So ये जो fossil records हैं, these are called fossils, which are going to be dead remains of plants, of animals, of any living form which had taken birth millions of years ago and has died, but it's going to leave its remnants. All right. These remnants now, these fossils can be categorized into one, the actual remains, means the actual remnants of the organism. Actual remnants उसके body parts के available रहेंगे हमारे पास. Bones will be available. The organic matter will be decomposed. But the skeletal structure, the calcified tissues will be available. धीरे धीरे वो भी degrade होता जाता है. But अगर हम recent past के देखेंगे तो we can see those actual remains. Alright, and ancient actual remains also are there. Second is molds. अब ये जो bones हैं, ये एक imprint छोड़ देते हैं soil में. So we get a mold. अगर उसको pour करेंगे तो हमको वैसी ही shape का structure मिलेगा. So we get an idea that okay, this type of structure existed millions of years ago. See like your ice cream mold. एक mold रहता है, उसमें हम liquid pour करते हैं and we take out the ice cream of the same shape. और our ice trays. Ice trays अगर cubical हैं तो cubic blocks मिलेंगे. Circular हैं तो circular ice blocks मिलेंगे. Star shaped के हैं तो star shaped ice blocks मिलेंगे. So all those are molds. So ऐसे ही calcified structures जो हैं वो रह जाते हैं soil में. अंदर का organic matter degrade हो जाता है, decompose हो जाता है. Now this structure is going to leave an imprint. Okay, आपके foot का imprint लो clay के ऊपर, you will get a imprint, you will get a mold. अगर उसको fill करेंगे किसी चीज से, you will get a cast out of it. So this is molds and casts. Okay, molds is you will get the imprint of the calcified structures in the soil, in the earth's crust. You're going to get these molds. अगर ये molds को pour करेंगे with suitable structure and we will take it out, we can see that this type of structure existed millions of years ago also. We can prepare casts out of it. Alright? So ये एक दूसरे के negative हैं. Mold is a negative impression, उसमें डाल के you get a positive cast. So you have to remember actual remains हो सकते हैं fossils के, you can have molds, you can have casts, or you can have compression. बहुत बार कुछ भी रेमनेंट नहीं रहता है, बट जहां पे वो स्ट्रक्चर था सॉइल में, वो ऑर्गेनिज्म का जो भी स्ट्रक्चर था सॉइल में, अ थिन कार्बन फिल्म इज गोइंग टू रिमेन. You can only see a structural thin line which is remaining, which gives you an indication that okay, this shape structure was present. All right, so that is called a compression. These categories of fossils, again important MCQ, they can be actual remains, they can be molds, they can be casts. ओके, तो ये जो मोल्ड्स हैं वो हमको कैल्सिफाइड स्ट्रक्चर से मिल रहा है जब उसका अंदर का ऑर्गेनिक मैटर डिग्रेड हो जाता है. अंदर का ऑर्गेनिक मैटर डिग्रेड हो गया तो इट इज गोइंग टू लीव अ कैविटी. इफ यू एक्चुअली फिल समथिंग इन द कैविटी यू आर गोइंग टू गेट द कास्ट. सो उसमें जो फिलअप हो जाता है कैविटी में, दैट यू गेट इट एज अ कास्ट. All right, and compression will be something in which all the internal matter is absent. You can see nothing if you go to collect it, but आपको एक thin carbon film दिखेगी of a certain outline, indicating that this kind of structure was actually present millions of years ago. All right, and now these fossils are going to get deposited. एक layer के ऊपर दूसरा, दूसरे के ऊपर तीसरा, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, these are going to get deposited. All right, so this is the bottom layer. This is the bottom layer. I'll call it layer 1. तो उसके ऊपर second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. That is how all the fossils are going to get deposited. उसके ऊपर जो dead organisms बाद में die होंगे, they will get deposited. After that, the other dead organisms. So this makes me say कि ये जो bottom layers हैं वहां पे सबसे primitive structures होंगे, यानी कि जो early life होगी, early organisms यहाँ पे मिलेंगे bottom में. And as I'm moving upward in these layers of fossils, I am going to get the recent ones. All right, because they are getting deposited on one on the other. One layer on the second, then third, then fourth, then fifth. ऐसे ये rocks बनते हैं Earth की crust पे. Okay, if you actually section the Earth's crust, you are going to see these layers. We call it sedimentation. Sedimentation of fossils. Sedimentation. All right, we call it sedimentation. You will get it layer by layer. Now, if I actually want to see what these layers are having from the bottom to the above, from inside, I will have to cross section it. I will have to cut it like this longitudinally. मुझे ये एक rock को cut करना पड़ेगा, and then from the bottom I can see to the top different layers. All right, that is sedimentation of fossils. So each of these sediments is going to have different life forms. Each of these sediments are going to have different life forms. All right, and the study of these sediments from the bottom layers to the top is telling us that there is definitely a link. There is definitely a connection which is linking the living forms over here to the living forms over here. All right, so can I say that sedimentation is giving me an idea of life forms, these fossil records which have accumulated, which have formed sediments, which is the Earth's crust now, the rocks on the Earth's crust, is giving me an idea of life forms which vary over time. Life forms are definitely varying over time. And with time, with millions of years, with thousands of years, some of them are becoming extinct. But ये extinct हो रहे हैं तो life खत्म नहीं हो रही है. We are having new species. So new forms आ रहे हैं. So primitive Earth पे जो life forms थे, they don't exist now. But definitely उनका कुछ connection है with the modern life forms. The life forms are changing in the fossil records. So it is varying over time, which is making me say that fossil records are dynamic. They are not static. important MCQ. Fossil records are not static. Static means एक ही जैसा stable एक जगह पे हो जाना. Dynamic means it is changing, it is moving ahead. All right. So fossil records are dynamic because ये change हो रहा है. From one layer to the other, from second to the third, the life forms are changing. जो structures हमको मिल रहे हैं, जो records हमको मिल रहे हैं, are changing. They are not same. So fossil records are dynamic, important MCQ. It is not static because life forms are varying over time. हर एज के साथ ये रॉक्स की लाइफ, रॉक्स पे जो हमको मिल रहा है, जो एविडेंस मिल रहा है, इट इज चेंजिंग. एंड सबसे पुराने रॉक फॉर्म्स जो हैं उनमें हमारे प्रिमिटिव ऑर्गेनिजम्स के एविडेंस मिल रहे हैं. एंड देन इन द मोर रीसेंट वंस यू कैन गेट द मोर रीसेंट डाटा. So can I say that these fossil records, they also are giving me the idea of age, that ये कितने million years ago exist किए होंगे. Alright, they are also giving us an idea of the age of the life form, that this life form must have existed this many years ago. All this, when I'm doing the cross section of the Earth's crust, I can actually see these layers. They are all different. They are showing me different life forms. They are showing me different organisms. So that is what is making me say all this. So can I say सबसे bottom वाली जो layer रहेगी वो सबसे aged रहेगी, वो सबसे primitive रहेगी, उसकी age सबसे ज्यादा रहेगी, and जो ऊपर की layers हैं उनकी age कम रहेगी. Alright, so हमारे great grandparents, उनके भी grandparents, they will be the primitive layers, they will be the bottom layers. The recent ones will be your grandfather. That way, if we compare it, okay, we are just comparing it. So it's also giving me the idea of the age of the life forms. कि कितनी age के ये life forms होंगे जो यहाँ पर है. These will be the middle age ones and these will be the younger ones and the recent ones. So important MCQ dynamic, it is giving you the idea of the age of the life forms. Now, the study of the Earth's crust, the rocks in the Earth's crust is called geology. Alright, so ये मुझे एक geological time scale में भी help कर रहा है. It is helping me to give a geological time scale. If we have to give rocks a time scale कि ये era में ये rocks थे, ये fossil records थे, then ये era में ये fossil records थे. So I am able to divide the Earth's crust geologically into a time scale from these sediments. ये geological time scale को, that is geology is the study of rocks of the Earth's crust. Okay, ये rocks को study करके एक जो timeline मिलती है कि primitively ऐसा था, now it has changed to this. This geological time scale, it is divided into eras. बहुत लंबे periods जो eras थे, उनमें कुछ major event हुआ, वो periods में divide हुए. And then these periods का smaller forms, again with major events, are called the epochs. So important MCQ again, era will be the bigger one, then the periods, then the epochs. This is, we are dividing it geologically, the study of the rocks on Earth in a geological time scale. So ये fossil records मुझे उसकी भी idea देंगे कि कौन से era में कौन से fossil records थे. If I want to specifically put an era to it or an year to it or a period to it, I can put it over here. Alright, and the study of fossil records, it is done by a technique called carbon dating, or we also call it C dating. Okay, so NCERT question, how are these fossil records studied? It's a technique called carbon dating or C dating given by a scientist whose name was Libby. So just note it down in your notebook. So the fossil records, they are continuously changing. We have seen एक layer से दूसरी layer से तीसरी layer, over the millions of years, these fossil records are continuously changing. They will be variously aged. We have discussed older records, then the more mid-aged one, and then the younger ones. So they will be variously aged from the bottom layers to the top layers. And their study is actually complex. You have to study layer by layer. You have to study these layer by layers. I have given you example of only 8 layers while I was drawing, but there are millions of layers again. Okay, so ये layer by layer study करना रहता है. The study of fossils is a complex one, and it definitely gives us an idea of variety. ये हमको डाइवर्सिटी की, हमको वेराइटी का एविडेंस आइडिया जरूर दे रहा है. It is giving us an idea of variety, of diversity in living forms. That is, पहले जो organisms थे वो कैसे थे और अब जो हैं वो कैसे हैं. They are definitely diverse. They are definitely diverse. All right. So it is proving कि पहले जितनी डाइवर्सिटी थी उतनी नहीं थी, उतनी अब उससे बहुत ज्यादा है. ओके, लाइफ फॉर्म्स आर कंटिन्यूसली इवॉल्विंग. They are becoming diverse. There is a lot of variety. This is also a record which fossil records are giving us. This is also an idea. And the more we study the fossils, the more deeply we study the fossils, we can fill in the gaps. Alright, means अगर मैंने ये एक लेयर स्टडी की है एंड मैंने ये लेयर स्टडी की है, तो मुझे ये जो बीच का जो फेज है इसके बारे में कुछ भी आइडिया नहीं रहेगा. The more deeply I study now, if I go in between the lines now over here, if I study this, I will get some more idea. If I study this, I will get some more idea. Okay? And I have to correlate. Let me give you a very beautiful example on this. Your NCERT textbook. Okay? जब हम sentences पढ़ रहे हैं, that time जो हमको knowledge मिलता है, when you're first reading the sentences, and then the second time when you actually go in between the lines, हम actually एक एक word का, okay, we take different examples, एक एक word पे different points निकालते हैं. So when we go actually in between the points, we can solve the question much better. It is similar with the fossil records. The more deeply you study it, the more layer by layer you study it, the more gaps can be filled between two layers. Okay, so you have to go in between and you have to study. Start doing that with your NCERT textbook from today itself. You have to read it in between the lines. All right, to get, to score well, to fill all the gaps, to fill all the questions. All right. So the more we study it, we are going to fill the gaps more. So अगर मैंने यहाँ पर एक species देखी है and यहाँ पर एक देखी है, okay, इन दोनों में क्या कनेक्शन हो सकता है, क्या चीज है जो इन दोनों को कनेक्ट कर रही है. I will have to go in between the lines. I will have to go in between the lines and study over here. इस species को I will call transitional species. Transitional species. This will be a link between this and this. It will be a link between two types of organisms. It will be a link between two types of organisms. ये होगा transitional species. ये transition हम तभी देख सकेंगे जब हम deeply study करेंगे fossil records को. And this transitional species will have characteristics of this also and of this also. ये mix रहेगा. ये mix रहेगी of both the characteristics. So जितनी भी टाइप की स्पीशीज हमने बायोडाइवर्सिटी चैप्टर में पढ़ी है उसमें इसको ऐड कर दो. ट्रांजिशनल स्पीशीज, इट विल बी शोइंग द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ टू टाइप्स ऑफ ऑर्गेनिजम्स टुगेदर. ऑलराइट, tells us that species are not constant, they are evolving to form new species. एक species continuously evolve कर रही है better species बनने के लिए. Yes, very important. It is not going in the reverse direction. It is always evolving to become a better species. It is always evolving to become a better species. All right, and it is evolving under environmental pressures. Environment change होता है तो species थोड़ा सा खुद को change कर लेती है. Again, example industrialization का melanism in moths. Previously the white moths were doing good. Environment change हुआ, white moths ने थोड़ा सा खुद को change किया and black वाले आ गए. Then black ने dominate किया. Alright, so environment change किया. अगर Staphylococcus लिया है, antimicrobials दे रहे हैं continuously, the Staphylococcus is dying. Out of them one is going to develop a genetic variation जिसकी वजह से it will develop resistant to those antibiotics. बाद में वो resistant वाला बचेगा because बाकी सब मर रहे हैं. The resistant one is going to reproduce and सारे के सारे resistant strains आ जाएंगे. Antibiotics will no longer work. सो एनवायरमेंट चेंज किया, एंटीबायोटिक दिया, रेजिस्टेंट वाले फॉर्म्स डेवलप होना चालू हो गए. So species is not going to be constant, it is going to continuously evolve, it is going to evolve for the betterment. Alright, so then transitional species. कुछ स्पीशीज ऐसी रहेगी जिसमें दोनों के कैरेक्टर्स रहेंगे, दो ग्रुप ऑफ स्पीशीज के कैरेक्टर्स मिक्स्ड रहेंगे. Alright, which gives us a connection, which gives us a link between those two group of species. Those species are called transitional species. The definition: species which exhibit common traits to two different groups of species. Means अगर ये दो species हैं, this is A and this is B, the one which is having common traits of both A and B, that is the species AB. This is the transitional species. It will have common traits of both, of this species also, of this species also. We call it a transition phase. Okay, and this transition is gradual. ये gradually एक species में आते हैं. The common characteristics of both, and of course the most advantageous ones of both, ये दोनों जब यहाँ से आ जाएंगे, ये एक new species बनाएंगे, which will be a transitional species. So this is definitely confirming that species are evolving. This is definitely confirming that species are evolving, and they are evolving for betterment. The commonest example of a transitional species is the Archaeopteryx. This fossil, it was found millions years ago. Okay, this is a million years old fossil which was found. It was described by a German paleontologist. It was found in Germany, and it has characteristics, it has traits similar to both the reptiles and the modern birds. So your Archaeopteryx is a transitional species between the dinosaurs, that is the reptiles, and the birds. We will speak of what common characteristics this Archaeopteryx has. So let us quickly see the significance of paleontological evidence. Okay, we have seen that paleontology, that is the study of fossil records, is definitely providing a source of evolution, is definitely giving us a proof. Alright, so the importance of the significance is fossil records are sound, they are direct. We do have these sound structures today also, they are direct, we can directly see them, and they are reliable. They are true witness or documents of evolutionary history over the millions of years. ये हमारे पास documented है. Fossil is a document, we say. जैसे हम लिख के अपने documents बना के रखते हैं, fossil एक document है which is giving us the history of life forms on earth. It helps us in studying the various life forms. Different layers में different life forms मिलते हैं. When we are studying one layer, we can study the various life forms that have existed since life originated. Then they provide a connecting link between two organisms. ये हमको connecting link भी बताते हैं कि okay, this organism is having some traits of this species and some traits of this species. So this transitional species is a connecting link between these two group of organisms. It helps us to study and correlate the habits and habitats of the different life forms. Okay, because we know environment change होता गया है. So तब जो life forms थी, तब उनकी क्या habits होगी? What was the habitat which was there environmentally? It helps us to study about that also when we correlate it to different studies. Then we now understand that geologically, that is the study of rocks of the earth's crust. Geologically, bottom में जो layers हैं, उसमें primitive life forms मिलेंगे. Okay, and the recent advanced ones, the upper layers will have the more recent ones, the younger specimens. All right, so we do understand that the age of the organisms can also be calculated with these. Here we end up with the paleontological evidence part of evolution. Students, it is easier if you will write it down in these points form, you will write it down in the chart form how we have done. Because you have to write these answers in your board exam also. So I would suggest आप ऐसे ही notes बनाओ. Before your board exam, you can just overlook your notes and go and you can write all this. It's very easy अगर आपको समझ गया है तो. All right. I will see you in the next lecture.